On the beat, so twerk it, bitch.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Grady Smith all leveled here, coming to you with another video. We're up against the Saints here in a round 18, possibly 19 clash here. Pretty disappointed after our last game because we didn't really get much of the. We got a little bit of the ball, but we didn't get a lot of the. Surely I'm used here. Yeah, didn't get a lot of time on the ground, which I was a bit disappointed about. But we upgraded our player, and we also upgraded. Well, what did we upgrade? Our marking. Marking, I can only remember. But hopefully we can get a few more touches. We've only got the one at the moment, just chasing the footy. But good tackle from Solo. Yeah, I just thought I better get a quick video out for you guys. Just got home from work pretty much, and I've got somewhere to be tonight. Gonna go party actually. Get on the sauce, as some would say. Fuck. Yeah, it should be a good night hopefully. But yeah, thought I better still get a video out. I didn't get one out this morning. I didn't double upload last night. I've just been exhausted after work really. I know there's probably people out there working 5 days a week and I'm only doing like 3 at the moment, but for a young 17-year-old like me, I don't know, I just never really thought it'd be this exhausting, but it is. So but it's alright, we're grinding out here. It's mainly because I'm not getting enough sleep to go with it. Like I'll be working 8 hours a day, then by the time I make the video, edit it, upload it and like export it and all that, it takes about an hour at least. Which yeah is a bit of a time waste. Oh, not a time waste. It takes a bit of time. It's at least an hour, and then if I double upload, that's obviously 2 hours. Thought he was gonna tackle me. But yeah, so it takes a bit of time, and then like I don't get to sleep till about 11. Like I've pretty much had to cut out gym from my schedule now because I've been trying to go to the gym, but waking up at 7:30, and soon I'll be working 10 hours a day for 5 days a week, and that is going to kill me. So I don't know how the upload rate will be that for those 3 weeks, but we'll I'll continue to keep grinding out and try and just do what I can. Fuck off, Grundy. And then turns it over. We're having a terrible first quarter here. I don't even know if I've got. Okay. Oh no! I was through. Sorry, I was having a drink. Fuck, this is not our game. We are losing form. 7-minute mark. And St Kilda kick to the lead. I have a feeling I'm about to be taken off. No? Okay, so we're still... I guess I've still got a bit of stamina. Did I upgrade any stamina? I don't think I did, which I probably could have. I'm going to... Oh, I thought I was going to get tackled. But, there we go, a couple of touches. We might lead into this hole here. Oh, why didn't I mark that? What was my bloke doing? If we can get a mark, I'll get it out of here. I'm just trying to disposal hunt right now because I'm not getting any of the football. That should be a mark to, okay, Darcy Moore. Hopefully he goes back and kicks this and puts us in front. That's a goal. It's a good goal. 4 minutes 39 remaining. I imagine we'll be getting taken off about now. But okay, so this is good signs. Hopefully we can run out the first quarter. Usually the longer I play in the first, no matter how long I play in the first, I usually don't play the third. But hopefully we can play 4 quarters of footy here. But there we go. Fatigued in the first here. Played a bit of the first, but hopefully we can get a few more disposals and a bit more game time. Back here in the second, we ended up getting 7 disposals in the first, which was a bit better than I thought. But good 7 disposals. We could be on here if he kicks it well, which he does, which is good. So we've got a couple touches there and hopefully a goal here if I can kick. Oh no. I shanked it. That's alright. I should have kicked that, but we we didn't kick away. We kicked a goal, 1 goal after I got subbed off. I got taken off. But the gap was a lot closer at some stage. But now, oh, they could be on here. We'll hit it up. We could get it back. No, he should have this. Will he kick it? I was about to say this is the straightest we've been kicking. We kicked 4 straight until I missed. So watch us miss everything now. But one thing I'm wondering if Wicked, which I think the creators are wondering if they'll do, is if they'll bring in like a, what's it called? See, we're missing everything now. Like a simulate to player. If any of you's played Don Bradman cricket and you play the career mode, when you're like at the non-strikers end or fielding, you can press square and it simulates to the when you're being used next. So when you're batting or when you're on strike or when you're bowling, whatever. So I'm wondering once you get taken off if they'll bring that in, like simulate to player, simulate to when you're needed, and like you'll just go to quarter time or half time or whatever, because it's quite annoying. And because if any of you don't have this game, when you're in career you get obviously taken off at, like as you've seen, we get taken off and I press watch game, and when you watch game you then have to literally watch the rest of the quarter and then wait for quarter time, half time, whenever it is, for your player to come off. Where I think it should just get to skip to quarter time or skip to half time or whatever, because you don't come back on during the quarter, which I think is a bit silly. They could have gone a little bit more realistic on that side. Realistic, I guess. Damn it. Did he just say longer? Or was he saying a name or something? But yeah, I just like something they could have added or thought about. I know that was probably a bit too much, but like you should be able to come off and then maybe come back on, like actually have do rotations in that. But I don't know, I guess it's just me. But well, I wouldn't just be me, because I like the fact that you come off and all that, like, and I like the fact they have a career. I think the career itself is pretty good. I wasn't expecting heaps. This was pretty much what I was expecting from a career. Like, some people were expecting to be like an NBA 2K career where there's a big story behind it, there's a career, I mean, like there's cutscenes, there's all this rada. I was never really expecting that. Like, of course I'd love to see that, but never expecting much from this game, really. I think it was definitely a little better than what I had actually hoped for. A lot of people, including myself, were, well, no, there was a lot of people saying that this game was just going to be terrible, it's just going to be like all the rest. I don't think it is. I think it's a lot better than AFL Live and AFL Live 2 especially. I think AFL Live was definitely a lot better than AFL Live 2. I struggled on that one, but no, I just wanted an AFL game really. They didn't have an AFL game out on PS4 obviously, and it was just a bit of a pain, or not a pain in the butt, but it was about time that it was brought out. But other than that, like, this game's good enough for me. I'm not going to complain about it. There's obviously a few things wrong with every game that you can pick out, but overall I think I'll enjoy this game for a long period of time, and I'll probably play a fair bit of it. Who knows how long the series will go for, which I'm not sure if you can like retire or anything in this. As in, like, I don't think if you get to a certain stage in your career you have to retire, but that kick was a little better from us. There's the first goal for us. But yeah, not too sure about that side of it, whether the older you get the more injuries you may get, or yeah, like just small things like that could make the game a bit different. But hopefully injuries aren't a huge, because I know what they've added in this game is, like, when you get injured, you can choose whether to go to the, you can send your player to the physio, which I think if you go to the, I can't remember which way it is. One is if you go, like, it will be faster recovery but more chance of injuring that again, which I think was just the hospital. Like, you can send it to the, send your player to the hospital, and that will be a faster recovery. I'll explain it in the next, possibly the fourth quarter. Back on in the fourth. Sadly didn't get the third quarter again, but which we were playing a good game. We had 15 disposals at half time and a goal, but unfortunately didn't get on, but did run away with this game. Darcy Moore's kicked 5. And yeah, we've got a 60-point lead, or 61-point lead now. But another thing, I left off with something, but I can't remember what I was talking about. Can't kick 40 metres. Should kick. Nope, he's going to run across the pass. Ah, goodness. That's another downside to having to wait the third quarter, because now I've had to wait for 5-10 minutes and I've forgotten what I was talking about. But put more on it. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is, I know a lot of people were excited and wanted this game to come out as soon as possible, but I honestly wish there was more time put into this game. Like, they've got everything right, not everything right, but obviously, but like, they've got the gameplay itself pretty right. Like, there's a few things you could change that could make it a little bit more realistic, but everything on, like, the, I think they should have put more time into, like, the career mode as such. More meaning, like, you should have to kind of earn your spot more. Like, basically, if you start in the TSC, you play through a season, get offered by a bunch of clubs. Now, I'm not sure if you get offered just random clubs, or if you get offered, like, actually, like, you get offered from clubs based off your, like, year as such in the TSC Cup. But yeah, and then you get through that and then you straight into the AFL. Trophy earned, single-minded, whatever that means. But yeah, and then, like, I kind of wish we could have played the VFL for our, and for maybe a couple of games, and then you've got to earn your spot. And then for minutes wise, maybe you got to earn your spot again as well. Or not your spot, but how much time. I know you have to work hard and complete goals and stuff to be able to unlock attribute points, and then that works on your endurance and what you can spend it on, and that gets you more minutes. But I feel like if you should start off, you get maybe 20 minutes of game time, not like actual time, obviously. Goodness. And that's on and off, so not like one quarter. You maybe come on for 5 minutes and then come off for 10 minutes, then come back on for 5 minutes, and just kind of shit like that. I feel like would have been a little better. Putting a bit more time into like the season side of it. But they've got. There's just a few more. Like, there's a couple of things like the nicknames. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a few players. Well, there's a lot more than a few, but I think it's mainly in the like season mode, not so much the career. But in the season, I would say 70% of players, it comes up with their actual name on the screen and that, but the commentators call them a different, like a different name. Like they'll call them one of their teammates' names, which I just think's a bit silly. But it's just a few little things that they could obviously work on. But what game doesn't have a few little things to work on? But look, this game's obviously not too bad. I couldn't say that anymore, but I probably would have. It probably would have been worth the wait of the extra year or however long it would take to. Really, it's really only the career that I want a little better. We're gonna try goal snake another goal here if he hurries up, which he's not gonna. Yeah, I just feel like they could have done a lot more. But what we're gonna do, we're here now. It'll be interesting to see if they actually update the game, as in if they do try and change anything, or if they've just said, righto, there's your game, and that will do. Because they're gonna have to do something about it, surely. But look, who knows? It's up to them now. And from here, we can only hope we can get game time and disposals. But my ultimate goal for this series would have to be win a grand final, like win a AFL premiership. Doesn't have to be for this club. That's just a hint. We might get traded at some stage. It depends. We're going pretty well this year. I think if we make, or we should make final. Oh, that's the end of this game. But I'll just explain it. If we make finals, I think we'll stick with this team. I want to be a top 4 team this year, but I'd love to win a premiership. My ultimate goal is to win a Brownlow. Or win a Brownlow. I think next year we might chuck ourselves in the guts. Try win a Brownlow. Want to win the Rising Star this year. That'd be good. Win the best and fairest for our club. And then maybe change it up and throw ourselves in the forward line. Try win a Coleman medal. But just things like that. I wouldn't mind doing stuff like that. But can't do a lot. Another player of the match for us was big. How many disposals did we end up getting? We had 15 at 3/4 time. I mean, look at 22, so it's not a terrible game. We were averaging 7-8 disposals. But, and we kicked a couple goals in the end, didn't we? 3 goals. So, yeah, another good game for us. We're finding some form. Just, yeah, a bit disappointing that we're not playing 4 quarters, I guess. But what else can we do? That's all from me. I'm going to go get spasticated. But hope you enjoyed the video. I'll get up in the morning and make another video. Make a couple maybe for the weekend because I'll be a bit busy this weekend. But Anyway, that's all from me. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't yet. Comment down below on your thoughts and what you want to see. And that's all from me. Peace. And we marked it inside 50 here. Hopefully we'll kick this goal.
That shit crack.
And bang. Straight to the middle. We're on the board early with 2 buzzers.